Cello, and welcome to String Maestro, the channel where we mainly discuss ABRSM and Trinity exam pieces as well as other fun stringy things. In this video I'm going to be playing the third memorized exercise on the prep test for cello by ABRSM called the School Run. This needs to be memorized, and in order to help us do that I've come up with a crazy rhythm rhyme. So this rhyme complements the rhythm of the piece. So it goes like this. The school run, I'm really, really late. I'm really, 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 really late. Yeah. So hopefully in the exam, whenever the examiner says, will you please play the school run? Your mind won't go blank. Instead you go, oh, what was that crazy rhythm rhyme Mr. Heron talked about? Oh yes, that's it. Now the other thing is, what note do you start on? Panic. Well, in this book there are little pictures which are very helpful. So have a look at this. So there's a picture here of a lady grabbing her son, who is grabbing his cello. So remember the word grab. The word grab, of course, starts with the letter G. So you start on the G string. So like this. Okay, so hopefully that will help you in case your mind just goes blank. Those things will come back to your memory in the nick of time to save you. So here we go. Now this piece goes at this speed, which is crotchet 76. So there's our metronome. Always very good to practice with the metronome whenever things are going nice and fluently. So I'll just play through it now, and you can rewind this video and play it along with me as well. So here we go. So 1, 2. So we'll turn Mr. Metronome off. So let's talk about this a little bit. So in this piece we've got lots of different note values. So we've got crotchets and quavers, and we've got some rests. It's in 4/4. So let's just have a look at the first bar. So think about this idea called the roll. Look at my video called the roll for more in detailed discussion on that. But basically it's whenever you go up and down the fingers. So at the beginning it goes open, 1, 3, 1. So what we're doing is we're rotating your forearm like this from your elbow. That's the roll. And we're taking the old fingers off. So we're not keeping it down like that. Whenever you go to the 3, bend the 1 to get to the 3, take the 1 off, and then pull the 3 back to get to the 1. So you're walking up the fingerboard and your forearm is rolling. So we'll go into that in more detail in another video. So that happens quite a lot in this piece. Also in the previous exercise, Slimy Spaghetti, number B, which is in another video as well. That happens a lot. Notice bar 4, it has a thing called a whoosh. In bar 4 we could be very boring and just do a down, rest, up, and that's okay. You can do that, it's fine. But why not do this? So you get a down, and then you do a big anti-clockwise circle, and you do a big whoosh, which brings you back to the heel. So you're going to go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't that much better than and? That's really boring. It's pants, isn't it? So that's a retake, and then at the very end of the piece, you've got these 3 accented crotchets, and so do a big whoosh on the last beat. So you might be like this: 1, 2, whoosh. Like that, rather than this. I really love this piece so much. Hooray! This is the best piece in the whole world! So what I'm trying to say is really perform the piece and enjoy it while you're doing it as well. So those are the main issues. I think that's about it. So have fun with it. So let's play it one more time from the beginning through to the end. Here we go. So there's the metronome, crotchet equals 76. Here we go. So nice big sound. Warm up with the 864 exercise. Watch my video on that beforehand, just to get into the string. Draw the sound out of the cello. Unfortunately, this is unaccompanied, so there's no backing track with this, but enjoy the sound. The examiner will be looking for a nice big sound, so we don't want any sort of wiffly waffly, sort of airy fairy sound like that. We want a nice focused sound. So experiment with where you're playing in relation to the bridge. Here we go. So after 2, 1, 2. In closing, one other little thought about this piece. It's marked energetically. So how do we make an energetic bow stroke? Well, what we don't want is this, which is legato, very smooth like that. Instead, what we're looking for is a more vigorous bow stroke like that. So how do we get that? Well, think of an idea of mine called the samurai sword bow. Pretend that you are an ancient Japanese warlord, and this is your samurai sword bow. The samurai were very famous for their incredibly sharp swords. Try and get a sound like this. Try and get that swiping sound. Or, if you're a Star Wars fan like me, you can pretend you're a Jedi warrior like this and do the swipe sound with your lightsaber. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is that you move your bow fast. If you move your bow like this, it's moderately fast, but it's more like a windscreen wiper rather than a lightsaber. So, now listen to that. So, move your bow really fast. Now that's energetic. And look at the speed of my bow, yeah? So, check out my video on the samurai sword bow for more information on that. But there it is in a nutshell, and that will give you top marks. So, cheerio!